Plastic writes, will Green Room choose Timmy, AC3, JJ, Marcello Time, Perth Luxury, Swiss and John, or Lex Reports or the Reaper? How about I'm choosing none of them? Now, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at Tirana's station for about 4 minutes because I had to look at it for about 4 hours the other day. I woke up on the platform, wasn't feeling so good. I waited and waited, and after a very long afternoon, I eventually got home, turned on my computer, And you know what? All these people all over the world are whinging about me about this great hotel fiasco. Uh, just the stories, the lies, the nonsense that came out of people's mouths. It was incredible. Today's goal is going to be for me to reveal the truth about what really happened. Okay. If you, the viewer, have got a fine pipe, a cigar, a packet of chips or crisps, now is the time to go and get them. So let's get on with it. Okay, let's not waste any more time. Let's just get straight to it. Okay, what really happened by Green Room? But before we get into it, we have to go through who the characters involved were. Who was involved in the whole hotel fiasco? You know, the who's who. Let's go through it. Okay. Okay, here we have Timbo. Age, old, personality type, childlike, manipulative, and unreliable. His hobbies include providing zero evidence showing Lexter doxed anyone. Okay. Who else was involved? We've got Big Daddy Rat. Age, old. Financial status, beggar. Body shape, round. Personality type, bad. Okay. We have bondage and discipline. He's a fan favorite character. Age, old. Personality type, smooth like the sea. His ultimate ability is sitting idly by as Tim Wright forced me to drink 7+ shots of tequila. That is his ultimate move. His special ability. Next we have Evan. Age, old. Movement speed, fast. Hobbies include Beyblades and watching Rust base building tutorial videos on YouTube. And who's the final character involved? Green Room, that's right, me. Yours truly. Age, young. Personality type, impressionable. His hobbies include being very kind to animals. So before we get into it, what's just the next slide? What you're about to see is real. Okay. So let's just get into it. Okay. So the time is 2 in the morning. Archie is sound asleep, watching. He's left the TV on, and he's just having a nap. He's in and out of looking at his phone. And what happens next? That's right. Timmy and myself, we enter the room. Okay. We enter the room very loudly. I'm under an enormous amount of influence of alcohol. And all this time, Timmy has been whispering in my ear, Green Room, you gotta mess with Archie, you gotta hurt him, you gotta do stuff from my movie. And me being the generous guy that I am, I went ahead and did that. So let's watch what happens next. So I move past the bed, and I approach Archie. Archie has woken up at this point by all the the noise that we have made. It's very, very loud. And what do? I grab the nearest pillow. And what happens next? Tim gets Tim gets into position. He gets the camera ready, and he films the whole thing. What do? I grab the pillow, and bang, 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 bang. Archie is not happy with me. Okay, Archie is, he's not happy. What does he do? How does he react? He puts me in a headlock and wrestles me all the way over to the mini bar. Okay. And at this point, Archie decides to open the mini bar fridge door. He opens up. He opens it up. He puts my head. He puts my head inside the fridge, and he just goes bang, bang, bang. Essentially, just knocking me out completely. At this point, it was an incredibly excruciatingly painful ordeal. So Archie then returns to his bed, and Tim, as per usual, uh, cleans up Archie's dirty work, and he drags my body out into the hotel, the hotel lobby there, not the lobby, but the corridor, I should say. So he drags my body, my unconscious body, all the way around and into bondage and discipline's room. So he drags me in. Evan, here we have their room. We've just got bondage in the top left, hanging out at the mini bar, and we've got Evan at the top right. Just looking at his phone. Tim drags me in, and Evan is absolutely shocked as to what he's seen. He's not happy with with what's happening with the status of my health. Tim then immediately returns back to his hotel room with Archie to delete the footage of Archie brutally assaulting me, and he also goes to call the police because of the great threat that my unconscious body was showing at the time. Now we have Evan up here. He's not happy. He's thinking about what he can. Well, what can Evan do? How can he save me? How can he get me out of this one? What does Evan do? He reaches into his Supreme bag, and what does he do? He pulls out his deck, DECK, his deck. He draws the top card. What is it? Monster Reborn. Okay. Special summon one monster from either player's graveyard to your side of the field. So this revitalizes me. It brings me back to life. Okay. It gives me a 1-up, 100 for 100 HP. And at this point, I make a clear decision that I'm going to reach into my Woolworths, my Woolies freezer bag. What do I pull out? What special item do I pull out? Have a guess. The Buster Sword. Final Fantasy VII. Okay. So I go back in for my second assault. Okay. Well, thanks to Evan. I return to the corridor, and I enter back into Archie and Timmy's room. But what do you know? Archie is waiting for me. He's got the Infinity Gauntlet prepared that Bondage gifted to him back in Queensland. And I walk in here, and I notice that this is not good. This is going to be a very, very long, hard fought battle. So I enter their bathroom, and what do I do? What strategy do I choose? I immediately begin constructing 2 supply depots. Okay. These take a little while. They take about 60 seconds to complete. So whilst I'm doing this, what does Tim Wright do? Have a look at Tim in the corner there. What does he do? Okay, he sneaks over to my Buster Sword that I left in the hallway, and what does he do? He pops out my Materia Orb. Okay, he pops out my Materia Orb, and he throws it to Archie. Okay, he throws it to Archie behind my back, and Archie uses it to power up his Infinity Gauntlet, giving him an extra 20% bonus critical strike damage percentage chance. So what happens? Timmy goes back to where he was, as if nothing had happened at all. I then return back, ready for the upcoming battle. And before you know it, what happens? Bang, bang, bang. It's all over. It's all over for the shroom. Archie, all the damage. He just sends me flying off into the hotel lobby, waiting room, foyer there or whatever it is. And unfortunately, by this time, the combine have arrived. Okay, the combine have arrived, and it is not looking good. They're just about to arrest me. I've still got some HP left. Believe it or not. But what happens next? Bondage and discipline walks out, and he knows he recognizes what's about to take place. That I'm about to be sent off to City 17. Excuse me. He recognizes what's about to happen and take place. So what does he do? He comes up with a strategy for me. He starts sweet talking. He starts sweet talking the combine guards. He starts showing them all these weird text messages that Blondie sent him, proving a great distraction, giving me just enough time to make my escape to the rooftop. Okay. Oh, and did I mention that they absolutely beat him to a pulp for his sacrifice, for what he did for me? This was something that I will never forget. Bondage did for me, and I'll never forget it. Okay. So at this point, there was only about 5 minutes until the helicopter arrived. So I got to the roof, and the helicopter was waiting for me, piloted by my good friend, Mr. Smelly. I managed to get on there just in time, and we went on to make our great escape into the sunset, or sunrise, I should say. So that's the story, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Are there any questions for everyone in the chat room? Any questions at all? I will be doing a brief Q&A beginning now. Let me just full screen myself. Okay, Bursa writes, damn, I missed the whole thing. I am not going. I don't think I can go through all that again, I'm afraid. Rolly Mania writes, thoughts on the 14060. Okay. It's going to be a 300-second timeout for Rolly Mania. I'm sorry, but if you do see it as an honor, to be the first person ever timed out from this chat room, if my humble moderator, Humble Pine, Hoff on Smash, I could say, could just give him a 300-second timeout for me, that'd be most appreciated. What else have we got here? Someone throwing tomatoes at. The tomatoes for Diego. That's okay. That's okay. How do we financially support you, Green Room? Look, we don't even need to think about this next. It's all about the next steps of the channel, which I'm about to get into. If I can just figure out where that is. There's a big lingering question here. Where does the chart stand? Where is the chart? Okay, here's the chart. Let me just get rid of this comment. Sorry if this is a bit bright for anyone. So, this is, I've done the calculations, I've done the math, and this is where, this is where we stand here. To the right of me is Timmy. Here's a guy that treats service workers very poorly, steals food, from veterans, forces old ladies to give up their cushy window seat. Just what he did to me, the way he just forced the shots of tequila. Not a nice guy. To my right, not a nice guy at all. To my left, we've got naughty Archie, just a really nasty, narcissistic character. Indeed, this is a guy I waited at the Sydney Airport terminal. He wouldn't even shake my hand. Okay, it wasn't until later on I had to prompt him again to shake it in front of the other guys when he did. Just a very ungrateful individual. I've made so much money for the two of these guys, and they just treat you like absolute shit. So that's why I'm factioning off. I'm joining my own. I'm starting my own little posse, and it's at this point where I ask you, the audience, to help me out. If you're in the chat room, if you want to be moved to the green room camp, just type in the chat that you want to be moved. And if you're watching this afterwards, just comment down below, and I'll have you added to my posse for free. Okay, for free. This is a one-time only thing. And if you also felt like subscribing, that would be most appreciative. Okay. So, guys, that's this is going to be a very short stream. I know there's a lot of you here, but I just want to do it nice, short, and clean. And I like to. A lot of people wanting to join up Team Green Room. I'll give you a couple more minutes to think about it and decide if you want to be moved into Team Green Room. Okay, these are very, very nice messages. Fat Windbag Ben, his head just can't take it. He's not sure what the hell to do. Spare a thought for poor Fat Windbag Ben. I would not want to be in his position right now. Okay, so what's the final slide? What are my final thoughts of today? What are my final thoughts? When you treat people like animals, don't be surprised when they start acting like animals. Those are my final thoughts for today. If you're just tuning in now, make sure to go watch the beginning of the stream where I went through what exactly it was that happened at the hotel, because that's probably the most important part of the show of today's stream. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. That's a really wonderful. Ziz would be proud. I'll remember that comment. Guys, make sure to tune in a couple days from now. I'm not exactly sure when. I'm going to have my exclusive one-on-one interview with Loudmouth Tim. Okay, it's an exclusive. Get ready for that. Thanks so much, guys. I'm going to click the end broadcast button. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.